Hey there, this is Breezy Bane. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are all about reselling content and juggling the chaos of mom life like me, you guys are in the right place. I am not just a reseller, I am a mom to 10 incredible kids and a part-time reseller extraordinaire. Today I've got an exciting video for you guys as we dive into what sold over Labor Day weekend. I'll be sharing how much I paid for the item and how much it sold for. It wasn't a great weekend of sales, but I will be happy with whatever I can get, seeing as I really just do this part-time. So if you guys are a seasoned reseller or just getting started, follow along, watch what I've sold, hit the subscribe button if you feel so inclined to do so afterwards, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and let's get started. Okay, so if you guys are like freaking out that I said I have 10 kids, it is the truth. And I started making YouTube videos in, let's see, 2021. And I believe my last reselling video was January 15th, 2021. And just 3 weeks after that, I found out at the ripe age of 41 that I was pregnant with our 10th child. And if you're curious, this is a little TMI. Only 3 of those children are biological. We have some from our previous marriages. My husband and I both were married and our first spouses passed away. And then we also have fostered and adopted kids, which rounds us out to 10. So I look a little different. If you happen to go way back to 2021's videos, I had dreadlocks. I probably was a little thinner. And I had my ring light working, which is not working today, but that's okay. So anyways, we're back. I took a couple years off from all this and realized I needed to get back into it. So I have started reselling again in January and have been doing pretty good. And I can share another video about why I got back into reselling and why I stopped reselling. But that's for another day. So let's get into what sold on eBay. We'll start with eBay. All right, so ironically, on Friday, I had an amazing sales day for me, for eBay. It was over $300 for one day, which as a part-time reseller, I maybe get anywhere from 5 to maybe 15 listings up a day. But 315 on one platform was really good for me and I was excited. So I was like, oh, this weekend's gonna be just as awesome. No, not just as awesome. But again, I'm gonna be grateful for what I can. So this Betsy Johnson women's red plaid large tote bag sold for $29.67. I paid $2.80 for that from an estate sale lot where I bought literally like 50 of this woman's purses. I think it was her whole purse collection. We also sold this vintage Pittsburgh Panthers beanie hat. That sold for $16.91 and I paid 50 cents for it. I sold this Texas True Threads women's graphic t-shirt. I paid $1.85 for it. I was going to keep it for myself. I'm not from Texas. I did have surgery in Texas and spent 3 months there that summer of 2021. But anyways, I decided not to keep it. Sold it for only $5. So I'm really just getting my money back. I sold this Peter Millar women's green golf polo masters large polo shirt. I said polo twice. I sold that for $35 and I paid $2.85 for it. I also sold that Saturday these Vionic black Caballo pointed toe ballet flats that were made of leather. They kind of had a snakeskin look to them. I don't believe they were actually snakeskin. Sold those for $33.95, paid $4 for those. I also sold these chocolate blue women's ankle wedge booties, Walden shoes for $25.42. I paid $5 for those at our local thrift store. And last, rounding out eBay sales for the weekend, I sold this Wigwam, I'm assuming that's how you say it, Wigwam, unisex vintage knit wool hat. It was this green retro 70s looking ski cap that sold for $29.91. I got that in this big men's estate sale clothing lot and Honestly, I didn't really think it was going to be worth much, but it's there, and it probably cost me 25 cents, and it was super easy to list. So I just threw the listing up. In like 3 days, it sold for 30 bucks, y'all. Super excited about that sale. Okay, on to Poshmark. Poshmark is so hit or miss for me. I don't know if anybody else can comment on that, but man, I have like 3 days in a row where I don't sell anything, and then I will sell like $200 worth of stuff in one day. I don't understand. And every single day I'm sharing and sending offers. So I don't understand it. I just keep doing what I know to do. So that's all I can do, right? Yep. Okay, so these, let me find them. Vince women's wedge sandals, size 6. The name of the sandals was Kellen. Those sold for $40, and I paid, let me find the $4 for those. I sold these Reebok youth sneakers, size 11. They were like a concept sample. They were really colorful and cute. Those sold for $20, and I think I paid $2 for those. Sold a bundle, and story about this bundle in a second here, but I sold this Maria di Ripabianca linen like cardigan, front tie cardigan thing. I sold a St. John silk tank top, a Susan Graver women's like almost sheer white tank, this Ginger G women's black and white lace flowy tank top as well, and a vintage 90s black v-neck maxi dress. So that whole bundle sold for $68. I honestly only had $7 into it, so the rest was profit. Now, story on that one, when I went today to get that St. John's pink silk tank top, I couldn't find it, and I realized I had bought a whole suit set. It was a blazer, a skirt, like this pretty tweed blazer skirt set, and that tank, and this is my fault, but when I packaged it to store, I believe I put that silk tank in the same bag as the blazer, and so when I sold the blazer, I am 99% certain I accidentally also shipped the tank. What's frustrating about that though, you guys, is obviously it's my fault. I can't go back, I can't change anything, but I'm just disappointed in people's honesty. Like, if I had gotten that package, if I had been the buyer and I get it and I realize that the seller accidentally put in this tank that I didn't buy, one, I would have either just said, oh, thanks for this special gift that I didn't purchase, or have been honest and said, hey, I didn't buy this, because it was really clear from the listing, because in each listing I made mention that the 2 other pieces were also for sale. So anyway, so I reached out to that buyer who bought it about 5 months ago today, and I said, hey, you know, did I accidentally also ship that tank? If so, please let me know. It sold on another platform. Do I actually think I'm going to get that sucker back? No. But at the very end, I did say, thank you for your honesty in advance. So we'll see. But either way, I'm just going to message the Poshmark buyer and reach out to Poshmark and have them refund that little portion of the bundle. All right. That was a long story for that. It was a bummer though. That was like one of the more expensive things in the bundle. But I only had $250 into that, that shirt. So, I mean, you know, whatever. Okay. And then right away, like the next day after listing this, I sold this Vince women's, it's supposed to say salmon pink crinkle blouse, but I said salon. That sold for $32. I paid $4 for it. I sold this beautiful vintage Chico's velvet burnout cardigan jacket. I called it all sorts of things because I wasn't exactly sure what it was, but it like, oh, it was so pretty. It like shimmered and looked, not shimmered like glitter, but just had this, I don't know, it just would change colors in the light as it moved. Anyway, sold that almost immediately within 1 week for $52. I paid, I think, oh gosh, that was in a big estate sale lot. I probably paid 50 cents to $1 for it. So I was excited about that. Do you ever get like excited but not excited? Because I kind of wanted to keep that. Not that I need to keep it, but it was beautiful. 2 more. Sold these Thomas & Vine Black Cyrus boots, men's size 12, fold down combat lace-up ankle boots for $40. I believe I got those for $6 at our local Goodwill. And last for the weekend, I sold these Nike men's Run Swift size 13 sneakers for $28. They were kind of worn, had some dirt on them. I tried to clean them up, but I'm not going to spend a ton of time. Sold for $28, and I do believe my cost of goods was higher for those because I think I was buying them for my son. I believe I paid $8 or $9 for those. So those are my Labor Day weekend sales so far. What am I talking about? It's past Labor Day, it's Monday. But anyways, the profit, so after seller costs, shipping, everybody taking their fees, I profited $272, if that makes sense. What am I supposed to say? Netted? I netted $272? Is that the right word? Netted. My net profit, there we go. My net profit was $272. And I am sorry about these dang straps. They are driving me nuts. I know they have to be driving you nuts. Oh, I'm taking this shirt off. All right, so $272 for a weekend where I spent with my family. Honestly, we were sick. So Saturday and half of Sunday we were sick and stuff was selling. I did list on Monday. Yesterday I listed, but didn't list those 2 days. And then got to swim and go to this beautiful state park yesterday. So grateful to be able to make money while spending time with my family. Anyways, so like I said, follow along, subscribe if you'd like to, and I promise I will get better at this. Like, this is rough. This is me coming back after 2 years. Not that I was like some YouTube pro beforehand. I mean, I made like 5 videos. But I'll have my ring light working, and yeah, hope to see you guys back here. Thank you.